Welcome into Live in the Bay. We have a great show for you today.
Yes, coming up, we are getting cutesy for Halloween with these DIY succulent pumpkins. Turbo Farms will show us how to put these together and where you can join them to craft your own.
Then it's the show bringing together storytelling and cultural collaboration at the Dance Mission Theater. We'll go behind the scenes of Rices et Resistance.
And Chopsticks Alley Art is here giving us a preview of their Under One Moon exhibit celebrating Southeast Asian culture.
Plus, the Marin Theater is kicking off its new season of Theater Works. We'll get a preview of the 5 plays, including 2 U.S. premieres.
There's so much happening today
on Live in the Bay. Welcome into Live in the Bay. So glad you could join us today. I'm Jessica Wills.
And I'm Rachel Maurer. Happy Wednesday to you. Jess, how's your day going?
It's going good. Yeah, I feel like today is like a high energy day. Like I woke up on the right side of the bed today.
Nice.
Yeah, and we were kind of just talking about this actually, that I woke up about 2 minutes before my alarm this morning. And I feel like that makes all the difference. So I woke, when my alarm went off, I'm like, all right, let's go. Let's get the day started.
Because you just naturally woke up.
Yes.
I didn't naturally wake up, Jess. The alarm got me this morning.
Oh, you were on the wrong side today.
That's okay.
Yeah. Well, we have a fun show.
Yes.
Yes. Yeah. And I'm so excited to get to all of our guests today.
Me too.
But before we do that, let's get everyone caught up on any headlines that they may have missed with In Case You Missed It. All right, check out this crazy video of a comet going over the Golden Gate Bridge. This is so cool.
Yes.
The video was taken and posted on Friday by a videographer. Oh, I hope I'm going to say this right. Shireenavison on Instagram. Yeah. And it's being called the Comet of the Century. That is beautiful. Look at that.
So cool.
It was expected to make its closest trip to the sun on the day the video was taken. And the weather this past week has been perfect to see something like this. So lucky for us.
I know. It really has been perfect weather to see into the sky. I mean, normally I feel like there would be a thick fog right there. So many clouds, right?
Yeah.
But it was clear.
Yes, and I know people are complaining about the heat, but one little piece of advice, something you can take in during this clear, just beautiful weather, the sunrises are incredible.
Yes.
I'm driving in and catch the sunrise kind of hitting the water, and it's just so magical.
So nice.
Yeah, so if anyone, wants to kind of take advantage of just this clear, warm weather we have, highly recommend get out and catch a sun.
Yes, there'll be plenty of fog to come in the future.
Yes.
All right, Kristen Cavallari, the Laguna Beach star, has broken up with her boyfriend, and you're wondering, why does this matter? Well, it's a very talked about relationship that they had. So people were quick to question the longevity because of their age gap. Kristen is 37 and her boyfriend Mark was just 24 years old. Cavallari talked about the breakup on her podcast, ironically called Let's Be Honest. Here's what she said.
I broke up with Mark because I just know long term he needs to experience life. He's young. I mean, he is. I know that one day he will look back and he will understand it. And I actually think one day he will thank me.
Well, Jess, we talked about this relationship. Like, can it work when someone is so much older than someone else, and especially when the guy is younger? What do you think?
I think it can work, but yeah, the interesting thing that we brought to this is when the guy, we think it could definitely work when the guy is older, but when the girl is older, I mean, there's been a lot of movies about this recently.
Yes.
Anne Hathaway had one, and I kind of like it.
I did too.
And I kind of liked them. Did you like their relationship?
Yeah, and I feel like a lot of people were rooting for them. They both seem mature and like it was working out for a while there at least. I do think it's hard because eventually I think once you grew up into your 30s, he would resent in a way, like, why didn't I go out? Why didn't I live my life and have so much fun and date and figure out what I wanted in someone? So I can see how she saw that coming.
Okay, I do have one thing to say though.
Yes.
They just had a clip together fairly recently and they were like, we are getting married, we are having a kid, and she kind of finished his sentence for him. Like she was interviewing him and she asked him, what do you want? And they talked about marriage and then they also talked about having a kid, but I feel like there was some part of that she kind of finished. So then everyone was saying, oh, she seems like she answered for him. It doesn't seem like he really wants this. And now we have the breakup. So.
I have to go check that out. Yeah, from day one, people were so suspicious. She's like doing TikToks as a, 30-something-year-old mom. And I don't know.
Nothing wrong with that either.
No, there's nothing wrong with it. But him and his friends were in TikToks too, and they're all like young 20s. Yeah. It's just hard. I mean, it's even hard to have friends who are that much younger than you, let alone a relationship.
I always want to know the details, and we're never going to know the details. No. But I thought that they were so cute, and they looked like they were having so much fun. So I don't know, in a couple more years, if he hasn't found someone and he goes back to her, then who knows? Maybe they could still end up together.
I could see that happening later on in life.
All right, moving on. That was a good gossip session. Monopoly, the board game, is such a classic, one of my faves, and now they're adding a new twist. Ooh. It's a boozy version. It's called Monopoly Board Crawl. A play on words there, like bar crawl. The object of the game is simple: to drink. There's no money, no bankruptcy, and no board flipping. So to buy property in this game, you don't pay in cash. You pay in sips of your drink. Oh gosh, this doesn't sound like you're gonna get very far. Or by doing a challenge. And this seems like so much fun. I think that this is gonna be like a good game for the holidays and for families, you know?
Good one.
Well, if you drink.
Maybe it's good for your family, and maybe it's really bad for your family. Who knows?
Depending
could go one way or the other. But the challenges are interesting because instead of taking a drink, you could do a challenge if you're feeling like tipsy, like I can't have any more. Yeah. So you could do, it's like have a dance off with, which like that's embarrassing to me. I'd rather take a drink. So yeah, this is a good one. I
feel like I need this. I was obsessed with Monopoly when I was a child, like obsessed. So
I was never good at it.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I just loved it. I thought it was fun, and they have all these different collector's versions of the board game, so this is another one to add.
Oh yeah. All right, have fun out there. Today is National Name Your Car Day. You heard it. Get ready to show your car some love. This special day has been around since 2000. It's a celebration of the unique bond between drivers and their vehicles. You can get creative by coming up with a fun nickname for your whip. And just when I was writing the script, I was like, this is like kind of going into it was like the bond between a vehicle and a person. Like when people fall in love with an inanimate object. That's what it's reminding me of. But it turns out a ton of people have named their cars.
A ton of people. Have you named a car?
I've not given any car like a cool, fun name. Yeah. But yeah, I have some examples. And this leads us into our question of the day today.
This is going to take us right into our question of the day. Today we are asking, does your car have a name? What is it and why? All you have to do is scan the QR code there that you see on your screen, or head to Instagram and Facebook at Live in the Bay TV to answer. We'd love to hear from you. Okay, so I just asked you, so now I need to hear the rest of your answer. Have you named any cars?
So I haven't named any cars that like were cool names. I'm going to share a story of my friend Caitlin, who I think is watching today because I warned her that I would tell this story. She and I both drove our dad's cars to high school at one point and then to college, and it was like our cars were broken, or we ruined them by probably not filling the gas tank or something. So anyways, we were driving our dad's cars, and her dad's Dodge, he called it, or it was a Dodge car, and so we called it Roger the Dodge, like Raj the Dodge, Roger the Dodger. So yeah, we like rhymed it, and it was this big black truck, and so we would ride around it, Roger
Dodger. I love it.
Roger, how about you, Jess?
That's so fun. I never, I feel like I've been deprived. How come I didn't know that you got to name your car? I've never named a car either. So my friend Lauren, she has had some fun names for her cars. One of them, she drove a blue Bug, and she named it Billy Ocean.
Oh, that's cute.
Yeah.
I like that a lot.
I thought that was cute too, right?
That's so fun. Yeah, I didn't realize so many people did this.
Yeah, and then James actually told me from this morning, James, our morning anchor, said his car is named Watson.
Oh, and why is that?
And he gave me the story, and I'm going to butcher it, but it's an electric car, and it's kind of like a play on the words. Yeah, like Watts, and it's a smart car.
No, that totally makes sense. So Watson. That's so creative. Wow, James.
Watson. There you go.
All right.
I love everyone's names for the cars, so I can't wait to hear this. Send in your answers. You see the QR code right there. Scan it, and we may just shout your answer out a little bit later in the show.
Yeah. All right. For now, we're going to get a check of our weather with John Trable.
Well, another scorcher out there today for sure. I mean, yesterday, San Jose, which you can see right here, broke a record, and today likely to do so again. San Jose getting up to 100 degrees yesterday. Normal is 79 for this time of year. Santa Rosa getting up to 102 yesterday, also breaking a record along with San Rafael. Now today, as our temperatures climb, much like they did yesterday, that high pressure ridge is all to blame, as you probably already fully expected. We have a continuation of excessive heat warnings and heat advisories on into tomorrow, actually. So these will last all day long today, on into your Thursday as well, which may not be as hot as today, but will be comparable. We also do have some high fire danger in the hills of our very, very far inland areas, like the Altamont Pass. With heat like this, do note fire danger is a big concern. Let's look ahead. Temperatures this afternoon, Mission District right back to the low 90s. Yesterday was a day in the 90s for SF and a day at the 80s at the coastline. Half Moon Bay at 86 today. Temps along the Bay Shore mostly in the 90s, but a lot of triple digits too. Redwood City at 103 today. Sunnyvale at 100 degrees. Morgan Hill and Walnut Creek tied for our very hottest spots, each at 108, while Fremont and Union City at 100. Berkeley 92. Oakland, you're sitting at 95 today, while Vallejo barely hanging onto those upper 90s, while surrounding regions well into the triple digits. Tomorrow's heat is still going to be uncomfortable and dangerous to do too much outside. Save those outdoor activities for really next week, as the weekend, despite starting to show signs of cooling, still in the 80s to 90s. Will eventually return to averages by next Tuesday.
Wow, 107 on that forecast, Jess. Oh my goodness.
Stay hydrated, drink lots of water out there.
Yes, you have to. Still to come on Live in the Bay, artistic director of the Marin Theater is here to chat all the fun happening at the new season of the theater that starts this month.
And later, we're making some succulent pumpkins. Turbo Farms is going to show us how to create this festive arrangement, and we'll let you know how you can join them to make yours as well. That and so much more when Live in the Bay returns in just 2 minutes.
Girls, pizza night at Grandma and Grandpa's.
It smells like Grandma's. Do we have to go?
We understand, honey. They're not coming.
The smell?
Yes.
Time to call Bayshore Plumbers.
Experiencing sewage smells? It's time for a full crawl space inspection of your home's plumbing. Bayshore Plumbers are the Peninsula and South Bay experts who will have your home free of smells.
Pizza smells great. Yeah.
And so does the house.
Thanks to Bayshore Plumbers.
If your home has a smell, call the experienced team of Bayshore Plumbers. Schedule your inspection today.
What will you do when the power goes out? Power outages can be unpredictable and inconvenient, but with a Generac home standby generator, your life goes on uninterrupted because you'll have power when you need it the most.
The number one thing to prepare for is extended power outages. Don't make it so hard on yourself. Have a Generac home standby generator.
And special financing and low monthly payment options are available. Call or go online now to request your free quote. Power your life with Generac.
Walk into the floor store and discover Northern California's largest selection of carpet, hardwood, tile, stone, and waterproof flooring, all in stock and ready to be installed. Our in-house designers will be with you every step of the way, and your flooring will be installed in days, not weeks or months. Get your new floors now and skip the long wait. The Floor Store, your Bay Area flooring authority.
Our fall sale is on now, up to 50% off store-wide, 18 months free financing and no sales tax.
Are you or someone you love struggling with addiction? Align Recovery Centers is here for you. Our holistic approach focuses on your mind, body, and soul, providing the support needed for lasting recovery. Our experienced counselors offer a healing and safe environment to explore the truths of addiction. With detox, residential, and virtual treatment options, we tailor our programs to your individual needs. The journey to lasting sobriety begins at Align Recovery Centers. Make the call today. Visit AlignSonoma.com.
Whew, I think our air conditioner is broken.
I'll get my tools.
The Marin Theater has been captivating audiences for decades, and the new season of shows will be no different. Here to share more about the new stories that will grace their stage is artistic director of the Marin Theater, Lance Gardner. Lance, thanks for being here at Live in the Bay.
Thanks for having me.
Yes, it's been almost about a year now since you've been named the artistic director. What has this year been like for you?
This year has been wild. I mean, theaters have been in trouble since the pandemic, and anybody running a theater is under duress. So for me, getting up to speed as a first-time artistic director was an incredible amount of work, but it's been a dream of mine for many years.
Amazing. And what does that mean to be the artistic director? What exactly are you doing and kind of making happen over at the Marin Theater?
Yeah, the artistic director leads the choosing of the plays for the season, directs the production of the plays, chooses the directors of the plays, and just kind of has a hand in everything artistic.
Okay, amazing. So the new season is about to kick off. It starts October in just a couple of weeks, and it goes through next year into what month? May?
Into June.
Into June. Yeah. Okay, yes. So the new season is about to kick off. You have about 5 new shows that I know you're so excited for this season. There are 2 U.S. premieres, which are so special. Let's talk about those first. So the first one is Yaga. Tell me about this production.
So Yaga is a Canadian play. It's having a U.S. premiere, and this is a reimagining of the Baba Yaga folklore from Slavic folklore. And this takes the character of Baba Yaga, and rather than treating her like a witch, an old, haggard witch, she's reimagined as a sly trio of women who take control of situations and take control of their own destiny.
Ooh, it sounds like it's perfect for Halloween as we're getting into spooky season. I know that people are really going to love that. The other U.S. premiere is called It's True, It's True, It's True. Tell me about this one and what everyone can expect.
Yeah, so this was actually developed by Breach Theatre in the UK. They took the transcript of a 17th century Italian trial and translated that. And so there's some verbatim court transcript from Italy in the 1600s of a trial of a painter, Artemisia Gentileschi, who was assaulted by her mentor and who she took to trial to bring him to justice, and then through her art took revenge.
Wow, okay, sounds super interesting. I know that you guys are so excited to have that premiere here in the U.S., and especially that it's going to be right on your stage. There are 3 other productions that will be taking place this season as well. Touch on those a little bit and what people can expect.
Sure, I actually have a surprise. There will be 4 other productions.
Ooh, yay!
We just partnered with Transcendence Theatre, a company in Sonoma, to present their Broadway holiday show in December.
So fun.
So that's an announcement that we haven't made yet, and tickets will be on sale soon.
Okay.
The show that follows that is one called Waste, and I'll be starring in that show. It'll be directed by former ACT artistic director Carrie Perloff, and we're very excited about that political drama, also from the UK. We also have Mrs. Krishnan's Party, which comes from New Zealand, and we're presenting this, and it's from a company called Indian Ink, and this is the story of a widow in a shop who is lonely, and her friend shows up, and the audience gets to participate in throwing a party for her. And then lastly, we have Do You Feel Anger by Mara Nelson Greenberg, and that's a play about a play about workplace harassment of women, but it's incredibly funny, and it takes a sharp, biting, humorous look at what it's like to be a woman in the workplace.
I'm sure there's lots of things you can pull from to make that very interesting and hilarious. You just said that you're starring in one of these plays. That is amazing. How do you balance acting as well as being the artistic director?
I don't know. I'll let you know when I figure that out. But I was an actor for many years, and it felt important to return to the stage in my new role. And it's going to be a matter of setting everything up for success before I have to be locked in a rehearsal room for 8 hours a day.
Yeah, that's incredible. That's amazing. This is the first year that you are in charge of kind of everything and have your hand in everything that is about to go off in this season. What are you most looking forward to?
I'm most looking forward to bringing our audiences back to a place they're familiar with, but with a new twist. People have been absent from the theater, from our theater, for a long time, and we're really looking for new audiences. We're looking to bring back our old audiences, and for people to tell their friends and get new faces into the theater.
Yeah, I think that the theater is just a great place, just like you said, for everyone to return, and then new people as well. If you haven't checked out the theater, it's time now to come check you guys out, right?
Absolutely.
What do you hope that the audiences take away from this season?
Well, our mission is to transform lives through shared artistic experiences, and I hope that people take away something personal. I hope they can find something personal in each of our productions, and that they can be transformed in big and small ways when they walk out the door.
Amazing. Where can people get their tickets so that they don't miss out on all these incredible productions that are coming to the Marin Theater?
Yeah, subscriptions and single tickets are available at marintheater.org right now.
Amazing. Well, Lance, thank you so much for joining us here at Live in the Bay. I wish you the best of luck and that you're able to just juggle everything seamlessly, being on the stage and behind as well.
Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you. To learn more and to get your tickets to the shows at the Marin Theater, we'll have a link on our website. Head over to liveinthebay.tv. Coming up, Chopsticks Alley is here, and they're telling us about the new art exhibit that honors Southeast Asian heritage. And as we head to break, you can still answer our question of the day. Just scan the QR code there. Today we're asking, does your car have a name? What is it and why? Let us know, and your answer could be read a little bit later in the show. But don't go anywhere. Live in the Bay is coming right back.
Girls, pizza night at Grandma and Grandpa's.
It smells like Grandma's. Do we have to go?
We understand, honey. They're not coming.
The smell?
Yes.
Time to call Bayshore Plumbers.
Experiencing sewage smells? It's time for a full crawl space inspection of your home's plumbing. Bayshore Plumbers are the Peninsula and South Bay experts who will have your home free of smells.
Pizza smells great. Yeah.
And so does the house.
Thanks to Bayshore Plumbers.
If your home has a smell, call the experienced team of Bayshore Plumbers. Schedule your inspection today.
Walk into the floor store and discover Northern California's largest selection of carpet, hardwood, tile, stone, and waterproof flooring, all in stock and ready to be installed. Our in-house designers will be with you every step of the way, and your flooring will be installed in days, not weeks or months. Get your new floors now and skip the long wait. The Floor Store, your Bay Area flooring authority.
Our fall sale is on now, up to 50% off store-wide, 18 months free financing and no sales tax.
Are you or someone you love struggling with addiction? Align Recovery Centers is here for you. Our holistic approach focuses on your mind, body, and soul, providing the support needed for lasting recovery. Our experienced counselors offer a healing and safe environment to explore the truths of addiction. With detox, residential, and virtual treatment options, we tailor our programs to your individual needs. The journey to lasting sobriety begins at Align Recovery Centers. Make the call today. Visit AlignSonoma.com.
Young Zoe was born to be a champion because even as a kid, she had a thirst for knowledge. Each evening, Zoe's late-night reading took her on a learning adventure. Today, Zoe applies her wealth of knowledge to all of her repair calls for service champions. Because of our well-trained technicians like Zoe, we can make the guarantee that we'll fix it right the first time or it's free. Service Champions is now offering $58 air conditioning tune-ups. Call 800-5CHAMPS. Young Zoe was born to be a champion because even as a kid, she had a thirst for knowledge. Each evening, Zoe's late-night reading took her on a learning adventure. Today, Zoe applies her wealth of knowledge to all of her repair calls for service champions. Because of our well-trained technicians like Zoe, we can make the guarantee that we'll fix it right the first time or it's free. Service Champions is now offering $58 air conditioning tune-ups. Call 800-5CHAMPS.
Welcome back in. They're promoting Southeast Asian cultural heritage through art. Chopsticks Alley is here. We are learning all about their new art exhibit. It is called Under One Moon. Joining me now, we have artistic director KRON4 and artist Cynthia Cao. Thank you ladies so much for being here.
We're very excited. Thanks for having us.
Of course. We're so excited to learn about this. The video looks so cool of this exhibit, and I want to hear all about it. Trami, first I want to ask you, what do you do? What does artistic director even mean there?
Sure. So Chopsticks Alley Art is an organization that supports Southeast Asian art and culture. We do that through exhibitions, events, and also cultural events, right, and art classes.
Wonderful. So cool. And I want to get right in and show the video of what Under One Moon looks like, because it's so cool. Tell us what the goal was here and what people can expect to see.
Sure. So the goal is to highlight the Mid-Autumn Festival using different cultural aspects. So not just the Southeast Asian culture, but also everyone who lives in San Jose as well.
Yeah.
They can expect a great immersive experience that includes artistic content and using AI, and Cynthia will tell you all about that too.
Wow. Okay, so Cynthia, if you can see the video there, what are we seeing? Can you tell us a little bit about this?
Sure, this is a piece by Robin Lasser, who is traditionally a photographer and videographer. Wow. And her piece is exploring kind of the environmental impact as it relates to the moon. So it's a bit of a call to action.
Wow, very cool. Yes. You're an artist in this exhibit, so tell us a little bit about your art that we could see.
Sure, my piece is really investigating natural cycles as it relates to the lunar cycle. So, you know, the moon has guided planting and harvesting and spiritual practices throughout cultures. And so my piece incorporates a little bit of photography, and it's enhanced by AI to create this video immersive piece.
So cool. So what is it like to be an artist and then to try to incorporate the AI? How does that all work?
Well, we were lucky enough to work with Illuminate SJ Now. They're really the ones who helped kind of build upon our traditional art practices and expand upon that. So it's really a piece that incorporates art and technology.
Wow, very cool. Charami, I want to ask you, like, what have been your favorite things? You have different things come through, right? Different exhibits of art. Do you have any favorites that you've seen?
I think this one is probably my favorite.
Yay,
it's like it took us over a year to work on this.
Wow.
And we also have our other artists too, Sabrina Kwong. And also the music is composed by artist Troy Chung, who is, you know, he created this piece just for us. So it's so immersive and it's free to the audience, right? Yeah, not often do we get to feel this immersive experience, so everyone has to come see it before it ends. So.
Yes, absolutely. So tell us about the dates and times that people can come see it.
Sure, so it's on now. We are open on the weekends, Saturdays and Sundays from 12 to 4. And then at night, as you drive by, you can see the whole exhibition all the way through December 31st. Wow. Seeing the gallery in person is to December 15th.
Okay, wonderful. And can you tell us about any of the other art pieces, either one of you, that we're going to see there?
Yeah, so as Cynthia mentioned, this piece is by Robin Lasser. And then after that is the piece by Sabrina Kwong and Illuminate SJ Now. So it's a team that created that piece together. It almost feels like a video game,
yeah,
right?
So cool.
So this one
That's
here.
the one showing now,
Yes, and that shows the Chinese culture and how the moon came about. It's someone who, basically this guy saved the earth because there were 10 suns and he used an arrow and shot them all down so the moon can come up. Yeah, it's incredible. And this is Cynthia's piece.
Very cool. Oh, this is so awesome. I love this so much, Cynthia. This is so cool to see. And just to have you here. So what has been most exciting for you about being a part of this gallery?
For me, it's exploring a new medium. Traditionally working with Polaroid film and 35mm film, you don't really get this immersive experience. And also being able to use kind of AI technology to build upon drawings that I've done and animate them is just a whole nother medium to explore. So that's been really exciting to see that.
And how long have you been doing art like this? Or in general, like when did you start doing art?
I've been an artist now working for about a decade as an artist, doing photography and printmaking.
Okay.
But this is my first time involving technology like this.
Fabulous, and it seems like a really cool exhibit and so many different cultures represented in general at Chopsticks Alley. Can you tell us one more time how people can find you and where they can come to see this exhibit?
Sure, so if you look up our website, chopsticksalleyart.org, you can find all the information. We're located downtown San Jose at 38 South 2nd Street, and yeah. I don't know. It's very easy to find Chopsticks Alley, right?
Yes, that is so convenient. Cynthia, one last question for you. How do you hope people feel when they come and see this exhibit?
Oh, I hope that they're just wowed by all of our efforts that we put in this past year, and also that they get to, you know, explore these different stories that we associate with the moon, and really just have fun. We've encouraged people to sit down in the gallery and really spend a lot of time there, take off their shoes and hang out. So we're hoping it's a place for reflection.
Okay, lovely. Well, we are so excited to have you guys. Thank you both so much for being here today. This has been wonderful to learn about. Of course. To learn more or to check out the exhibit, you can head to liveinthebay.tv and we'll have all the information there to the links for them. Coming up next, it's a film that is taking us through a major dilemma and questioning moral ethics. We'll take a look at the trailer for a movie called Juror Number 2.
Girls, pizza night at Grandma and Grandpa's. It smells like Grandma's. Do we have to go?
We understand, honey. They're not coming.
The smell?
Yes.
Time to call Bayshore Plumbers.
Experiencing sewage smells? It's time for a full crawl space inspection of your home's plumbing. Bayshore Plumbers are the Peninsula and South Bay experts who will have your home free of smells.
Pizza smells great. Yeah.
And so does the house.
Thanks to Bayshore Plumbers.
If your home has a smell, call the experienced team of Bayshore Plumbers. Schedule your inspection today.
Walk into the floor store and discover Northern California's largest selection of carpet, hardwood, tile, stone, and waterproof flooring, all in stock and ready to be installed. Our in-house designers will be with you every step of the way, and your flooring will be installed in days, not weeks or months. Get your new floors now and skip the long wait. The Floor Store, your Bay Area flooring authority.
Our fall sale is on now, up to 50% off store-wide, 18 months free financing and no sales tax.
I think our air conditioner is broken.
I'll get my tools. Does your family suffer from fixititis syndrome?
Is it working?
Relief is just a call away. Service Champions has been proven to effectively combat the symptoms of fixititis syndrome. Side effects may include delusions of grandeur and a comfortable home. Service Champions is now offering $58 air conditioning tune-ups. Call 800-5CHAMPS.
Are you or someone you love struggling with addiction? Align Recovery Centers is here for you. Our holistic approach.
Welcome back to Live in the Bay. I'm Jessica Wills.
And I'm Rachel Maurer.
Still to come on the show, it's a celebration of cultural heritage and resilience at the Dance Mission Theater. We'll go behind the scenes of Raíces et Resistance.
Plus, how cool are these succulent pumpkins that we had showed you earlier? Well, Turbo Farms will be showing us how to create these, and we'll let you know how you can join them for a fun creation of your own.
I'm so looking forward to that.
Me too.
But first, let's see what everyone had to say about today's question of the day. Today we asked, does your car have a name? What is it and why? And it's in honor of National Name Your Car Day. I didn't have a name, but my friend Lauren, she had a blue bug named Billy Ocean.
Which I think is so cute, Jess. I love that we both used our friends' cars instead. My friend Caitlin had Raj the Dodge, which was a Dodge truck. It was amazing.
Her dad's Dodge
yes,
truck.
Her dad.
Her dad Roger's Dodge truck.
Her dad is not Roger, but Raj the Dodge. It's just because Raj and Dodge matches.
Yeah.
It rhymes. What's the right word? Rhymes.
Yeah, rhymes. Okay, well, let's bring in our viewers' answers. We want to hear from all of you. This is our first viewer, Lauren from San Luis Obispo. She said, I had a white Volvo named Sheila.
Oh, cute. I feel like a white car goes with like the name Sheila. It's like light and airy and it's really cute. Yeah.
Sheila. I think that's a fun one too for a name for the car. I do like that one. Thank you, Lauren, for that answer.
Yes. All right, let's get to our next one. Derek from San Francisco, who says, my Jeep, my Toyota is called Yoda. So he had a Toyota and he, you know, obviously Yoda. So that's so cute, which Derek also told us, he's our coworker, full disclosure. He told us that he doesn't have Yoda anymore, but he really loved that car and it was like his favorite car.
Yeah,
so.
I feel like if you named a car, then you definitely have an attachment to a car that you've had. So like Yoda, the Toyota, so cute.
Yes, perfect.
All right, let's bring in our next viewer. This one comes from Neil N. from Facebook, and Neil said talent car because it was featured in a Honda commercial.
Cool.
So cool. How do you get your car featured in a Honda commercial?
Don't know.
And wouldn't you think that they have a plethora of brand new Hondas that they
you would think. Yeah, wait, I wonder why.
We need to know the details
Interesting. Yeah, you don't want my dirty car in anyone's commercial.
Send the comments there of why they use their car, but that's so cool.
Yes.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, everyone, for sending in your answers. We would love to hear your answers every single day, so you can just scan the QR code right there on your screen or head to our social media, Instagram or Facebook, and answer our question. We post one every day.
Yeah, it's one of our favorite parts of the show to interact with all of you guys at home.
Yes.
All right, Rachel, well, we have a good movie for everyone today.
Okay, what is it?
It's called Juror Number 2, and it's so interesting. So it's really a test of everyone's moral compass, and it gets kind of deep. I don't want to say too much. Let's just take a look at the trailer.
It was last October. It was raining, and I hit something. I got out the car and I looked around. I checked, I didn't see anything, and I figured it was a deer that ran off.
Okay, what's the problem?
I got called for jury duty. The Kendall Carter case?
1 year ago, on October 25th, the defendant, James Scythe, and his then girlfriend, Kendall Carter, they had a fight. And he's gonna pay for what he did.
What are you telling me?
Maybe I didn't hit it, dear.
Let me just ask you one thing. Did you guys ever look at any other suspect? You know what to do.
This seems really interesting, Jess. It's an interesting premise.
Yeah, it's so deep. It's basically we are waiting to find out if he comes forward. He thinks he may be the one that actually killed this woman. So do you stand quiet because you see your life flash before your eyes and you might end up in jail, and his wife is having a baby and he's just sitting there with the truth inside of him?
And did he even do it? I don't know. I guess we'll find out.
I know. If you want to check it out, Juror number 2 will be out on November 1st. Looks like a good one.
Yeah, it does. Hey, when we come back, it's The Dance Company featuring a show that mixes culture, dance, music, and resilience. We hear from the director and the producer of it.
And as we head to break, here's a live look outside. Stay with us, everyone. Live in the Bay. We'll be right back.
Girls, pizza night at Grandma and Grandpa's.
It smells like Grandma's. Do we have to go?
We understand, honey. They're not coming.
The smell?
Yes.
Time to call Bayshore Plumbers.
Experiencing sewage smells? It's time for a full crawl space inspection of your home's plumbing. Bayshore Plumbers are the Peninsula and South Bay experts who will have your home free of smells.
Pizza smells great. Yeah.
And so does the house.
Thanks to Bayshore Plumbers.
If your home has a smell, call the experienced team of Bayshore Plumbers. Schedule your inspection today.
Walk into the floor store and discover Northern California's largest selection of carpet, hardwood, tile, stone, and waterproof flooring, all in stock and ready to be installed. Our in-house designers will be with you every step of the way, and your flooring will be installed in days, not weeks or months. Get your new floors now and skip the long wait. The Floor Store, your Bay Area flooring authority.
Our fall sale is on now, up to 50% off store-wide, 18 months free financing and no sales tax.
Young Zoe was born to be a champion because even as a kid, she had a thirst for knowledge. Each evening, Zoe's late-night reading took her on a learning adventure. Today, Zoe applies her wealth of knowledge to all of her repair calls for service champions. Because of our well-trained technicians like Zoe, we can make the guarantee that we'll fix it right the first time or it's free. Service Champions is now offering $58 air conditioning tune-ups. Call 800-5-CHAMPS.
I'm Chris Smith, president of Cresco. You already know we rent the small stuff at Cresco. But don't forget, we rent the big stuff too. From bulldozers and wheel loaders to excavators, rollers, compactors, and more. Cresco has what you need, when and where you need it. Let our equipment consultants help you select the right piece of gear for your next project. I'm Chris Smith from Cresco, and if you need it, big or small, Cresco and Cresco Express have got it.
What begins as a small water leak can cost you a fortune and damage to your home.
Flow by
Raíces e Resistance is a vibrant celebration of cultural heritage and resilience. The production tells a powerful story of joy, struggle, the unbreakable ties that connect us all. Here to share more are co-director Bongo City Bay and co-producer Stella Edelman. Stella, Bongo, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you.
Yes, this is so exciting, and there are so many moving parts. There are a couple of dance companies that have partnered with the Dance Mission Theater. Tell me how this all came to be.
Yeah, so this is a collaboration between Dunia Dance and Jump Company, which is an amazing Ghanaian dance company co-directed by Bongo here, as well as Arenas Dance Company, which is an amazing Cuban company directed by Susana Arenas Pedroso. And then both are housed at Dance Mission Theater, which is a school and a theater in the heart of San Francisco's Mission District.
Amazing. And you guys have all collaborated for this incredible production, Roots and Resistance, or I haven't been butchering it all show. I've been trying not to butcher it, but Roots and Resistance is the translation. So tell me what this is all about.
So, Roots and Resistance, this project is based on a past social, political, artistic collaboration that Guinea, where I'm from, and Cuba had. Like, this was in the 50s, when the two countries, when Cuba decided that they're gonna join the African continent to free them from colonial and imperialism. So Guinea was the first ally to Cuba in that time, and Guinea was the first African embassy in Cuba that a lot of people don't know. So in this project, we decided that to not just tell those stories, but also create different way of telling story in order to build bridges between our fellow brothers and sisters, black people all over around the world, because this is something that never usually happened before. So this is a way for us to reconnect, like two children who were separated and coming back together again, to be new again. That's why we call it Root and Resistance, because we're talking about revolution, but now we are in the new era. So we decide to come up with the resistance, since the resistance is still alive. What are you going to be experimenting?
And Stella, how did you guys do that? How did you decide to tell that story?
Yeah, so often the relationship between Africa, the continent, and the Americas is one based in the African slave trade. So that's usually what people talk about. But here, Guinea got its independence from France in 1958, right after Cuba had its own revolution. And so we really wanted to talk about these two independent nations having a collaboration without it just being from this white Western lens. Yeah. But how is it when these countries have their own autonomy, own agency, and what is the collaboration that happens? And so Cuba helped rebuild Guinea after its independence. And then there's also all this collaboration that happened with artists coming to Cuba, Cuban artists going to Guinea, and so they developed their own flavor of kind of this Cuban-Guinean fusion that we're experimenting with. But this has been a project 4 years in the making.
Wow.
It started actually with Bongo and co-director Jyoti Singh going to Cuba with Susana Arenas, the director of Arenas Dance Company, to do research. And then also Susana went to Guinea with Bongo and Jyoti. And that was the first time that Susana was in Africa. And as an Afro-Cuban, she talks about how powerful that was for her.
Wow.
Also, I want to add this story because, these two countries, like, during those era, they decide to use the culture as a weapon to fight colonialism and imperialism in these places. So art was something very special into that decolonization era that gave more power to unite the countries through art. So we want to still use those parts, and not just political mindset that a lot of people think of involvement of Cuba in Africa.
Yes. Well,
it was
speaking
a cultural change.
Got it.
Yes.
Speaking of highlighting the arts, it's all about the dance and the music and the beautiful costumes. So tell me about that and what everyone will experience when they come to see the show.
Well, I'm gonna tell this to you. You did not want to miss this show. If you miss this, it will be like, maybe you are a loser. These are stories that can never be told before. And the beauty, the mindset of us working together, the collaboration, because to me that's very important. The bridge building between these. We have Cubans artists, Guineans artists, some of our fellow African-American sisters and brothers involved into this. Basically, we trying to unify the diaspora again in the beauty of art that we have as a tradition. So definitely do not miss this.
Yes, and Bongo, you play the drums. You're going to give us a little preview in just a bit. I'm going to have you get your drum ready. And Stella, while he's doing that, tell me, what do you hope that people take away from this production?
Yeah, so with 25 dancers and 15 drummers, it's going to be pure fire with the roof, more fire, as Bongo says, with the roof blown off. So really leaving with a sense of kind of being uplifted, empowered, feeling good, and ready to keep on fighting the good fight to, you know, make tomorrow better for today.
Amazing. Well, Bongo, give us a preview as we take us to break. I want to hear some of these drums.
You got it.
Bongo, thank you so much. That was beautiful. That is just a sneak peek of what people will get to enjoy. Thank you both so much for being here.
Yeah, and so tickets can be found at dancemissiontheater.org if they want more information.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Stella, Bongo, thank you so much.
Thank you.
To learn more about the run of show for Raíces et Resistance, head to liveinthebay.tv. We'll have a link there where you can get your tickets as well. And Rachel, you look ready to get crafty. What do we have coming up next?
Just not sure I should be trusted with the glue gun, but it's here. After the break, Turbo Farms is here, and we are learning how to get these creative, cute pumpkins with succulents on them. We'll tell you exactly how to do this. Stick with us. And as we head to break, here's a look at what you can catch tonight right here on KRON4. Stay right there. Live in the Bay. We'll be right back.
Girls, pizza night at Grandma and Grandpa's.
It smells like Grandma's. Do we have to go?
We understand, honey. They're not coming.
The smell?
Yes.
Time to call Bayshore Plumbers.
Experiencing sewage smells? It's time for a full crawl space inspection of your home's plumbing. Bayshore Plumbers are the Peninsula and South Bay experts who will have your home free of smells.
Pizza smells great. Yeah.
And so does the house.
Thanks to Bayshore Plumbers.
If your home has a smell, call the experienced team of Bayshore Plumbers. Schedule your inspection today.
Walk into the floor store and discover Northern California's largest selection of carpet, hardwood, tile, stone, and waterproof flooring, all in stock and ready to be installed. Our in-house designers will be with you every step of the way, and your flooring will be installed in days, not weeks or months. Get your new floors now and skip the long wait. The Floor Store, your Bay Area flooring authority.
Our fall sale is on now, up to 50% off store-wide, 18 months free financing and no sales tax.
Are you or someone you love struggling with addiction? Align Recovery Centers is here for you. Our holistic approach focuses on your mind, body, and soul, providing the support needed for lasting recovery. Our experienced counselors offer a healing and safe environment to explore the truths of addiction. With detox, residential, and virtual treatment options, we tailor our programs to your individual needs. The journey to lasting sobriety begins at Align Recovery Centers. Make the call today. Visit AlignSonoma.com.
What begins as a small water leak can cost you a fortune and damage to your home.
Flow by Moen detects and displays even the smallest leak. In the event of a burst pipe, Flow shuts off the water to your home to prevent any serious damage.
Our home insurance company required us to install Flow by Moen.
And we're really grateful to have it because it gives us the peace of mind that when we're away, our home is safe.
For a limited time, get $175 off installation of the innovative Flow by Moen. Go to mcplumbing.com.
Renew MD, medical aesthetics, skin and body treatments for all skin tones. For more information, go to renewmdwellness.com and receive 20% off Dr. Setty's medical grade skincare line with code LIVEINTHEBAY20.
Just like the hard work and effort I put into winning games, Bernardi Zarata put the same dedication into fighting for their client. If you are in need of an injury attorney, trust the dedicated team of Bernardi Zarata to be on your side.
Turbo Farms is a family-run specialty flower micro-farm nestled in the foothills of Los Altos, providing unique workshop experiences in the world of floral farming and design.
They also offer fresh-cut flower subscriptions, bouquets, and arrangements. And today we are learning how to craft some pumpkin succulents with head farmette Charmaine Turbo. Charmaine, thank you so much for being here.
Thanks for having me. Yes, we are so excited for this. I think I've been telling Rachel and my whole team actually like all week and month. I'm so excited for this. This is kind of kicking off Halloween, so I'm excited to dive into this. Before we get into our DIY pumpkin succulents. I wanted to ask you about Turbo Farms. Give me a general overview of what it's all about.
Well, we've created a little place where people can come and enjoy some floral farming, learn about how to farm, and to join us for workshops and other creative avenues so that they can enjoy being in the Bay Area.
So fun.
Yeah. Lovely, very cool. And I wanted to talk about like fall and everything you guys are doing for this. What made you want to like really lean into this fall theme?
Well, we are almost done for the growing season, and my kids are screaming at me Halloween pumpkins and what can we do? And this is a great craft for even my youngest, who is now 9. He just dives in and makes pumpkins for his teachers and everybody else. So it's a really easy DIY, and you know, as long as you can find materials, it's a great project to do with friends and family.
Well, Rachel, a 9-year-old can do it, so hopefully we can. Yeah. Why don't we let you be in the middle, Charlotte, so we can follow along?
Okay. We'll probably need your help.
Yeah, let us know what we do.
So real quick, these pumpkins have been already prepped with a little moss, and we've placed the first 2 succulents on here. We want to grab our 3rd succulent, which is right here on your left. The glue guns are hot. We're going to quickly just apply some hot glue to the base of our succulent, and we're just going to add it in so that it becomes kind of like a position, a third, like a triangle. We always want our succulent covered. Next, we're going to take what I call our filler succulents. These are variations of jade. This is ripple jade. You've got regular jade here, Rachel.
Okay.
And Jess.
This
and
one?
then, again, you're just going to come in here and add the glue to the stem, and then just insert in between your 3 focals that we've got.
Okay.
So 1, 2, 3, real quick.
In between, okay.
In between, yep. And you can go on top too. There's no wrong answer here.
Okay. So you're just kind of making sure that they face outward and stick them in.
And just filling in the spots, okay? And once we've finished with our jade, we are going to start adding some interesting touches. We can add, these are little rosette cones that we have.
Oh,
so
cute.
Some of those real fall festive.
Yeah.
My kids pick them off our cedar rose tree out front, believe it or not. So these are local, harvested local.
Very cool.
And then we can also add some straw flower. These are from flowers that we've grown over the summer that we now can add to things like our pumpkins. And we're also doing a dried floral wreath workshop coming up as well. So
how are we doing over here? How's mine looking? How's Rachel's looking?
I'm kind of just randomly kind of doing whatever I feel, which is kind of the fun part.
Right?
Yeah, there's no right way, I guess, to do it.
Yep.
I love a glue gun. I don't know why this makes me so excited.
It's so satisfying because it's so easy to use. It's like just, it's so simple.
And these little pieces here are California buckwheat, harvested
Cool.
from the front of our property. So again,
are all of these from your property?
Yes,
all the plants?
these are things that, except for the pumpkins,
Okay.
we can only grow so many things.
Yeah.
I wish we could grow everything. But yes, everything else is from our farm. That safflower that we grew earlier this summer too. And
so
final
fun.
touches is I like to use different types of grass. You've got river oats here, Rachel.
Wow.
And you can add feathers.
Oh, I love that.
I didn't grow the feathers.
They're not from an animal off the farm.
And how long will something like this last when people take it home?
So it depends how warm your house is, but for the most part, most of our customers have these through January, February. They're like, my pumpkin has lasted so long. And then when it's done and the pumpkin starts to unfortunately rot, all you have to do is lift off these succulents and put them into dirt.
Oh,
and
okay.
Away you go. You can make little babies.
They'll keep growing. How cool is that?
Even with the glue on it, that won't mess it up?
No, the glue,
oh my gosh.
The succulents just kind of make their way.
They figure out how to get to the earth.
They're so sturdy.
They are sturdy. They're survivors.
Okay, I love these feathers. This is a fun touch for fall.
Cute. I love this.
How are you doing over there, Rachel?
I think I'm doing well, Jess. Yeah, let's see what we've done.
I'm kind of proud.
Okay. Oops, I didn't put enough glue on one piece.
Rustic style pumpkins, and
I like
what
this
I
side.
would deem a little bit more modern, right? With a monochromatic palette, but
yes, perfect.
Okay, and Charmaine, how can people get some of these succulent pumpkins from you guys?
So we have them for sale on our website at turbofarms.com. You can also come join us for one of our last workshops coming up on Saturday, October 12th. And for those of you who can't join us in person at our farm, we have DIY kits available for curbside pickup.
Oh, that's fun.
Or a DIY online workshop that you can purchase. So if you use the code KRON4 on our website, website from now through Sunday, you can purchase that DIY kit and get a 25% discount.
Okay, thank you so much. This has been so fun. We love an arts and crafts.
Yeah, I want to see everyone's final project one more time.
Yes. Okay. Oh, I'm still adding.
You could keep
looks
adding.
good.
I need more glue.
These
but
are
yeah.
so fun. This is a perfect decoration.
They are.
I think this is a really cool gift as well.
Yeah, so cool. All right, thank you so much, Charmaine.
Yes,
thank you.
Charmaine. This is so fun. If you want to learn more about Turbo Farms, head over to our website at liveinthebay.tv.
And stay right here. After the break, we'll have a look at what's coming up tomorrow on the show. And here's what you can catch tonight right here on KRON4. Stay right there. Live in the Bay. We'll be right back.
Girls, pizza night at Grandma and Grandpa's.
It smells like Grandma's. Do we have to go?
We understand, honey. They're not coming.
The smell?
Yes.
Time to call Bayshore Plumbers.
Experiencing sewage smells? It's time for a full crawl space inspection of your home's plumbing. Bayshore Plumbers are the Peninsula and South Bay experts who will have your home free of smells.
Pizza smells great. Yeah.
And so does the house.
Thanks to Bayshore Plumbers.
If your home has a smell, call the experienced team of Bayshore Plumbers. Schedule your inspection today.
Walk into the floor store and discover Northern California's largest selection of carpet, hardwood, tile, stone, and waterproof flooring, all in stock and ready to be installed. Our in-house designers will be with you every step of the way, and your flooring will be installed in days, not weeks or months. Get your new floors now and skip the long wait. The Floor Store, your Bay Area flooring authority.
Our fall sale is on now, up to 50% off store-wide, 18 months free financing and no sales tax.
Are you or someone you love struggling with addiction? Align Recovery Centers is here for you. Our holistic approach focuses on your mind, body, and soul, providing the support needed for lasting recovery. Our experienced counselors offer a healing and safe environment to explore the truths of addiction. With detox, residential, and virtual treatment options, we tailor our programs to your individual needs. The journey to lasting sobriety begins at Align Recovery Centers. Make the call today. Visit AlignSonoma.com.
Young Zoe was born to be a champion because even as a kid, she had a thirst for knowledge. Each evening, Zoe's late night reading took her on a learning adventure. Today, Zoe applies her wealth of knowledge to all of her repair calls for service champions. Because of our well-trained technicians like Zoe, we can make the guarantee that we'll fix it right the first time or it's free. Service Champions is now offering $58 air conditioning tune-ups. Call 800-5-CHAMPS.
Whew, I think our air conditioner is broken.
I'll get my tools.
Tomorrow on the show, it's Cinnamon Bun Day, and Chef Hey Hey will bring the famous rolls in a Swedish style.
Ooh, I can't wait for that one, Jess. Plus, we're getting the details of Daly City's Top of the Hill Festival.
Well, that does it for us today. If you missed anything, you can find it on our website. Head over to liveinthebay.tv.
Yes, and this was such a fun project, Jess. This is so cool. We got pumpkins and succulents. I just started decorating for Halloween, so this is great.
This is perfect. I'm really proud of us.
Yes, me too.
Yeah. Hope you all have a great afternoon. We'll see you back here tomorrow. Bye.
Bye.